Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Alabama's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense will get the ball first. Ja'Cory Varney Jr. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Running inside, it's Ives. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass, it's Calandria. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So Alabama's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. A.K. Deer, the freshman from the state of Mississippi, they're really excited about this guy. All the recruiting services loved him, and he's going to get his chance early. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll go play action with Mack. Oh, they're after him, and they got him.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum.
Going long. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football...
Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Husker! And they turn it into a defensive score. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's McDonald. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a crease to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell. Looking left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Punts it out of the air.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keeps it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Looking for space. It's Hill. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Russell. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Makes a move. Made a defender miss. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Throwing Russell. Rushes on him. Working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Russell from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keelan Russell. He's going for the goal line.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Go straight ahead. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. The sure hands, it's Hunter. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Alabama sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Russell makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Huskers want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air, it's Calandria. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got a man. It's Scott. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Again, it's Mack. Escapes the pressure going right. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Upstairs to make the catch. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the TCU Horned Frogs.
He'll bring it out. It's McDonald. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Finds his man. It's Edwards. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Austin Mack. It's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
A spectacular one-hand grab.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you can tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled it in, made it look easy with those big hands.
A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. That's caught. It's Barney. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They're going to run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ives. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Barney. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. From the gun, running back gets to give. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mack makes the grab. It's Hill.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Nebraska! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Husker!
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Throwing Russell. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this all...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. At the 45, on his way. Wide open spaces. Inside. Touchdown Tide. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. He's got it down the... Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Keelan Russell makes the grab. It's Rodgers.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Russell. Bringing the heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barney. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the air, it's Calandria. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Alabama sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. On the run, it's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Russell. And they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Russell will throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Throwing Russell. Got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Again, it's Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They're trying to slam it in. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the wide receiver. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. He's taking the deep shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.